Welcome back to the Triple XP Arcade, the podcast where nerd culture levels up. We're here to press X on all things nerdy, so grab a token, press start, and let's rack up some
Triple XP!
Today in the arcade, as always, we have myself, Drew.
Hey everyone, you have Alex logged in.
What's up? It's Gigs.
Today, we're going to be kicking off our December series of episodes. We're calling this Holiday Hangouts. Now, we know December's typically a stressful month for a lot of people. You're doing last-minute work things, you're doing last-minute shopping, and then you're preparing for the holidays. Now, for the three of us, our holidays typically entail a lot of family get-togethers, a lot of group gatherings, a lot of settings where everyone is sort of meeting and enjoying each other's company. A big part of this, and a big part of the three of us when we get together, is we like to play a lot of different games when we're all together because it sort of makes those gatherings a little bit more fun than just sitting on the couch and chatting about politics and whatnot. Is that a thing that adults do? Just sit in the...
That's what we're supposed to do, I think.
I think it's politics, religion,
taxes.
Finance.
Taxes,
Yeah. So that's not what the Triple XP Arcade crew does. So we'll give you some insight on what party games we like to play, and hopefully that'll give you some ideas of ways you can crank up the entertainment value of your gatherings this holiday season. So, when we're talking about party games, this kind of encompasses for the three of us a lot of different types of things. So we consider, trivia games, party games. We have video games that we play together as party games. There's board games, of course. And so for today's episode, we're just kind of going to go back and forth and talk about some of our favorite ones. And if you've heard of them, great. And if not, you can Google it, go to the store, pick up a game, add it to your collection. All right?
Cool.
All right. So let's start with, you know what? Before we even dive into it, I'm curious to know, because this one maybe isn't necessarily a party game, but it is a game that the three of us would play together. Have either of you picked up Marvel Cosmic Invasion yet?
No, I was going to talk about that.
I literally just wishlisted it last night. I was going through the eShop. I'm like, whoa, this game looks intense. I thought it was a remake, but it's literally a brand new Marvel beat 'em up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was thinking we should play it when Lex and you get back in town. Just like
I'm down.
Couch co-op it, right?
Yeah.
I think it's 4-player couch co-op. I'm assuming.
Wait, is there actual couch co-op? Because I've been burned before with these beat 'em ups that are not couch co-op.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, is I haven't actually looked into it too deeply. But...
Wait, Lex, which beat 'em up have you played that you thought was couch co-op that wasn't?
Wasn't it Double Dragon Neon?
Oh.
Is that not? That's crazy.
I think there was a game Giggs and I were looking for to play, and then we're like, oh, Double Dragon. Only to find out it's online. You have to play it online. I'm like,
was insane.
It's literally called Double Dragon, not Double Dragon Online.
I feel like beat 'em up games, you have the bare minimum one rule, is that you need to be able to play at least two players on the game.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much of an ask, really. I mean, they did that in the 90s, in the 80s.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's that game specifically, so if the listeners want to correct me, feel free to, but that was the one off the top of my head. There was literally one game where we were looking to play and let's play this one, only to find out we couldn't play it together side by side. I would have had to go home, boot up my PlayStation, and then play. I'm like, what the heck is this? Yeah.
That's crazy. We did recently play, this kind of ties into Marvel Cosmic Invasion. We recently played, I think it was actually earlier this year, we played Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, which was an arcade beat-em-up style game too. Do you guys remember that?
No, we played Splintered
Fate.
That's what it's called. I was going to say Splinter's Revenge, but I don't think Splinter gets revenge on anybody.
No. Yeah, Splintered Fate is the roguelike one, but the Shredder's Revenge was the old arcade beat-em-up style. You don't remember that one?
Did you say this year we played
Yeah, I
it?
thought we played that a couple years ago or something.
A couple years ago now.
Oh my gosh, has it been a couple years already?
I think it's been at least 2 years.
Wow, okay. Then I'm
more than 2, maybe.
I thought that was the start of this year, but okay. So I'm a few years off, give or take.
You gotta reboot your memory card, buddy. if you have one still.
No, I've just kept the
So you have
save
to
file
buy
running
one
this
first.
whole time. My previous save state was pre-COVID, so
Oh, oops.
Don't turn off.
yeah. If I restart from the last save, it's going to be a real rough go. Okay, so that was a couple of years ago. The reason why I was asking is because do you know if Cosmic Invasion is by the same developers as Shredder's Revenge?
I think it is. It looks like almost the same style.
That's
right?
what I was thinking. The art style looks very close.
Yeah, it's like that kind of. They're like shorter characters, almost.
Yeah,
like not
very
stubby.
cartoony.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I,
like
I
borders.
feel like that's the case.
Yeah, it kind of borders more on the cartoon style versus the video game style, I would say. But I love that art style, though.
Do you know who the developer is? Is it Devolver Digital, or am I thinking of
I
something
think
else?
Devolver is like a publisher, so I don't think they develop. So it's like Devolver, publishes a bunch of indie devs, and I think it probably is published by Devolver, but the dev would be someone else.
I think it's the same one.
Yeah,
I just remember.
I have a feeling it's the same one too.
Yeah, I remember being interested in it because it's a game made in Canada, I believe, in Montreal.
Oh,
Montreal, yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
nice.
but I can't remember if Shredder's Revenge was the same one that was also made in Montreal.
I bet you we'll look it up after, and it'll be absolutely the same.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Marvel Cosmic Invasion, I think we're going to add that one on the list of gathering games that the three of us will boot up.
Dude, we should play it. We should play it all on stick.
Ooh,
Each of us
get the
has
old
stick.
arcade vibe.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Plus,
Yeah.
I just want to play Nova again. I'm so excited.
Like the Glenn Close.
I hear they're making a Devil Wears Prada too.
Are you thinking of Meryl Streep?
I'm thinking of Meryl Streep. Are these two different
Not even
people?
the same person.
Oh my! Yeah. Oh jeez.
Yikes!
Woof.
The thread
Oh my
connecting
God.
that was not there.
It's okay, Gigs. We somehow knew what you were talking about still.
That's terrible. That's just so. I apologize to Glenn Close and Meryl Streep.
Sponsor us, Glenn Close and Meryl Streep.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind sponsoring us.
All right, so we'll add that one to the list. It looks really fun. Like we were saying, kind of an old school Marvel beat 'em up. This is the kind of Marvel type of game I've really been waiting for. Like Ultimate Alliance, obviously great. The other Marvel games they just feel like a lot more involved. Like I've been wanting to try Midnight Suns, but it feels like you have to do and think a lot versus Cosmic Invasion gives you that pop a quarter in and run with it kind of vibe. So super, super excited for that. So I'm getting it for the Switch. What are you guys going to get the game for?
Switch.
Switch, okay. So let's talk about some Switch games that we typically like to boot up for party kinds of events. Do you want to get started, Lex?
It's an old one that we haven't played in a little while.
If you say Star Fox 64,
That's 4-player on the emulator, right? Or on the classics emulator? Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. And I have everything unlocked too, so whenever you guys are ready.
Sorry, like I interrupted. What were you gonna say?
No worries. It's an older one. But do you guys remember WarioWare?
Oh,
Yeah, I
my
do.
gosh. Yes.
So I think the beauty of that one is because it's like a lot of like the console games are limited to 4-player local co-op, and that's the same thing with WarioWare as well. But the great thing about WarioWare is it's essentially a micro game. So different from mini games, where mini games it takes a couple minutes to play the game. You have to do a couple of minutes to learn the game before you play it, like Mario Party. WarioWare micro games is you hop into it and you literally have maybe 2 seconds to understand what to do in the micro game and then beat that micro game. So for example, like the game starts, it says catch, and it's like a 2D figure with a glove, and there's a ball coming at you, and you don't even know what the controls are. You just have to hope it's either the control pad or the buttons that do something, and then that's it. That's the whole point of the game. But the funny part about it is just watching people play it. And then like the one I'm talking about more specifically is Smooth Moves, if you guys remember that from the Wii U, where you have to use like the Wii controller.
Yeah.
And you have to watch people do the motions of the game itself. And the real core memory to that one was when your brother Drew had to do the dancing.
I think I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just hilarious to watch that, and like just for watching people trying to understand what you have to do in the game, and it just spins by in 5 seconds. You're like, what was that? We're like, maybe your brain isn't as fast as you think it is.
There's a whole lot of flailing in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those games where it feels super chaotic, but in a good way. Like, it makes it way more fun because it's absolute chaos. Things are happening so fast. People are trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing. And it's just a huge scramble for the entirety of the game, which makes it really fun when you're in a group setting.
Yeah. And like, that's probably one of the more hot take ones, like the more unknown ones for video game multiplayers.
Yeah.
But for some reason, that one just stood out to me today.
Oh, yeah. Really? You were just thinking about it today?
Yeah.
That's a good one. WarioWare for the Game Boy Advance was,
yes,
I think, my favorite Game Boy Advance game.
Are you talking about WarioWare Twisted, the one that had the little pack in the back?
No, I'm talking about the first one, WarioWare Inc.
Oh. WarioWare Inc.
Yeah,
micro
Inc.
game, $.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which had some really good music in it too.
Oh
my
my
memory
gosh.
of like one of the like the side characters, her like stage music, I guess, was really good. And
Yeah, soundtrack, awesome in that game. Yeah, all right, so that's for the Wii U, you said, right, Lex?
Yeah, but there's 2 new ones on Switch. They essentially have the exact same premise, but the one on the Wii was the one that made me laugh the most because of just the
motion
access to it.
controls.
Yeah.
The one for the Switch is pretty good too, though. What's
Yes.
what's it called again?
There's 2 of them. There's WarioWare Get It Together and WarioWare Smooth Moves. And Smooth Moves is the one that has some motion into it. So I don't think I've played it with you guys yet.
I've played Get It Together though, and it is really fun.
Yeah, my wife and I play Get It. We have a bunch of little sayings to each other because of that game. Because a lot of what you're trying to tell each other doesn't really make sense outside of the game.
Can you give us an example of what you're talking about?
Okay. So just like one little, I guess, phrase that we use a lot is we talk about our bottom hands. And that doesn't make any sense. But when you play the game, I was telling her to move her bottom hands. And it makes sense in the game.
What?
Okay.
Not feet. Bottom hands.
This makes more questions because I understand what you're saying, but you said we use this phrase a lot outside of the game. In what real life context are you using or referencing bottom hands?
Now it's just kind of like in place of, feet or legs. Like move your bottom hands.
Okay.
That's cute. I like that a lot.
Yeah. The context was important because I didn't get it up until you said feet. I'm like,
yeah.
It's just like you're cooking. You're like, honey, can you just go ahead and give me with her bottom hands over there? And like, I don't understand. Does she throw it to you underhanded, or does she like?
Okay, yeah, no, yeah. See what I mean? It doesn't make any sense outside of the game.
Funny.
Bottom hands. All right, nice. All right, Gigs, what would you say if we were all coming over to your place and you wanted to play some Switch? What would you throw on?
Monopoly. I mean, probably. I feel like Mario Kart's kind of like top of the list for me.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how to play Mario Kart. My nephews love Mario Kart because they have all the, not what are they called? They're not accessibility options, but like a smart steering and like track control or like out of bounds control. So it's like it's very accessible to all ages. So my nephews love it. My wife can actually play it and not suck too bad, and like it's it's a fun game overall. Plus, when Lex is around, I just want to beat him the whole time. So I got that little bit of a competitive edge to it.
Yeah. A little bit of everything for everyone.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what makes it a good party game, right? It's like nobody I don't think anybody feels too left out playing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially with the assists and everything. I want to take a quick second to give a quick anecdote for our listeners here regarding Mario Kart. You heard Gigs mention when Lex is here, or when Lex is playing Mario Kart with us. Okay. It's important for everyone to understand that Lex is the best Mario Kart player that we've seen. And it's not like, oh yeah, our friend is like good at that game. It's like shockingly good how good Lex is at this game. So there was a moment there where we were all hanging out and we were doing our full circuits, 4 full races. Lex was always coming out on top. And we started thinking, well, maybe Lex just plays this a lot and he knows kind of like what cart and what tires to use. And maybe that's what's giving him the advantage. And so we started, or I should say, Lex offered to have us pick his character, pick his setup, pick the circuit, pick the courses. No matter what we pick, no matter what we threw Lex with, it's like, oh, we're going to give you the scooter with monster truck wheels or whatever, like something crazy that's completely not something that anyone would be successful with. Lex is still beating everyone by a huge margin. Like, we'll see Lex is done, like, race finished. We see his screen. He's in his victory lap. And I'm looking down and I'm like, I'm only on my second lap. How is it even possible to finish that quickly? You're on a scooter with monster truck wheels. So it is a big mountain to climb when we play with Lex, but that's kind of what drives that competitiveness, right, Gigs? Just just knowing that if you beat Lex, you really earned that win, right?
You get to shove it in his face, his dirty face.
Oh, got some pent up Mario Kart rage.
I'm pretty sure. Wasn't it last time we played, like somewhat recently? Didn't you blue shell me at the end? I can't remember. Something like that.
It was an ugly one. Yeah.
Oh
Giggs
yeah.
was
You
in
were like
first
cackling,
place, like straight up first, and it was ugly, and I knew it was coming, and I waited for it. It was fantastic.
So offensive.
I almost used my bottom hands to laugh at you in real life.
Clap with your bottom hands.
That's so much worse. Taunted with the bottom hands.
You're going down. Next time we play, you're going down. I'm giving you my brother's controller. I'm gonna go find it, make it wireless, make it work with the Switch, and I'm giving it to you. And we'll see how you do.
I don't know if that'll make a difference. I'm pretty sure we had Lex play with the motion controls one time with like the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, we made you play with the wheel and you still beat us.
And you still crushed us. I think we also made him play without using items, or he wasn't allowed to use items, and he still crushed us. And so I don't understand. But you'll have to give us some, we'll maybe have to have an entire tutorial episode one time, Lex, where you can give us Mario Kart tips.
All right, guys, you got to hold the A button down.
I'd be like, oh, the A button.
Dang it.
I tried that.
I didn't understand.
All right. Mario Kart is for sure, I think, classic. You got to put it on your list if you're getting together, especially, as Gig said, if you have people that have a huge range of skill levels or familiarity with video game controls. Hold A, move, control your cart left and right. Pretty easy, really, really fun for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
My pick here is going to be, I don't know if this is maybe too old or maybe this is a hot take now. I think that 1-2 Switch is a good game to throw in for gatherings. Yeah.
Interesting.
I will be fair and I'll say if you have 1-2 Switch or if you're playing it by yourself, you'll be entertained for like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick if you're by yourself. If you're playing with a group of people who are all gamers, so if this was the XXXP arcade crew and the wives, it'll be fun for maybe 30 minutes, just to get some silliness, get some laughs out there. Now, I think the benefit of 1-2 Switch is for people, if you're going to your family gatherings and you have like aunts and uncles who are a little bit older or maybe unfamiliar with how video games work or the gaming platforms, 1-2 Switch is a really fun way to get those folks not familiar with video games engaged with the Switch, because there's no complicated buttons or directions. You don't have to know the buttons on the controller or how it's laid out. A lot of it is just motion, right, Lex? Like you're just moving the controller however you're meant to for that particular minigame.
Yep, correct. Like milk the cow.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you have to do.
Envision literally milking a cow with your hands, right?
Does 1-2 Switch have that little mini game where the Joy-Con has quote-unquote balls in a box, and you have to figure out how many balls are in the box? That's a really, really cool little mini game.
Yeah.
This was one of the first games, I guess, that Lex had us try when the Switch came out, like originally came out. And this mini game that Gigs is referencing is crazy. Like you hold the Joy-Con, and the screen will tell you there are a certain amount of ball bearings in your controller, virtually, of course. And all you're supposed to do is like move it around as if it was really balls in the controller, and you can feel them rolling around. You can feel how many are in there. And so, like I said, if you're not familiar with video games, it's really, really cool for some of the I want to say just like aunts and uncles, older folks in general, really cool for them to be like playing with it and like being amazed with the technology. You don't really have to explain anything. You just, hold this, tell me how many balls are in there. And then they can just do it right off the bat.
I think your brother was blown away. I don't think he's ever seen technology like that in his life.
Yeah. I mean,
He's so
even
old.
me.
He's so old that I bet you he's like, this isn't how technology works.
How old is he?
He still reads the newspaper. I hope he's listening to this.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get you back, Gigs.
I know. He still lights his oil lantern at night with whale oil.
Well, whale oil aside.
Sorry, I just wanted to do that.
1-2 Switch. I think maybe you know better, Lex. Is this like a now past the point where it's like in the dollar bin kind of thing? Is this like a high value game now, or is it pretty cheap?
I would say it would be high value if you find a physical copy. Like you can find a digital one, no problem. But physical, like it's for any game really. Once a game goes out of print, it becomes rare in that sense. Not like overly rare, but that's my opinion on how some of these games are. Like they're fun, but sometimes the physical copies, there's not much out in the world there. Yeah. So then they become like rare for some reason.
Okay, that's fair. So it's probably just regular price on the digital store, right?
Yep, like $40, something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, I think so. For those types of scenarios where you want to have kind of a fun party event and no one that's going to be there is familiar with playing games, 1-2 Switch is one I think that could be worth bringing and popping out. And I think entertainment value wise, like I was saying, if you're a group of gamers, maybe 5-10 minutes. But if it's this crowd that doesn't play video games, I think you're going to be entertained for at least a couple hours because everyone's going to want to be taking turns, giving tries, trying all the different games. So put that one on the list.
There's another one that came out more recently. It's Everybody 1-2 Switch.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh.
I was like, I feel like there's more than one of these, and I could not for the life of me remember what it was called.
Yeah, that
Everybody 1-2 Switch.
I don't think I haven't introduced it to you guys. It just came out 2 years ago, maybe 2023 is when it came out. I brought it to when it was Artita's 80th birthday.
Oh,
when we all drove down to that, I brought it just in case we wanted to play, because the difference with that one is it's not limited to the amount of controllers you have. You can actually use everyone's smartphones as a controller. So kind of like the Jackbox games, but you can go up to like 99 players if you wanted to for Everybody 1-2 Switch.
I think we did try that because I think I'm vaguely remembering us having to set up a few of our aunt's phones to be.
Maybe
this does sound a little
familiar now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that is fun. That was really.
Are you sure that wasn't just to take family photos? Because Everyone needs to have the photo on their phone with their camera.
Yeah, there's no cloud sharing when it's family gatherings. Everyone needs their own version, their own copy of
their own angle.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's not spend too much time on the Switch specifically. Let's kind of open up into video games. Could still be the Switch, but what's another one that you think is a good recommendation if we're looking in the video game realm?
I feel like this is actually a good segue into like the Jackbox games, because Lex was just talking about how people use their phones as controllers, and like Jackbox stuff in general is really good for that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to explain a little bit how like a Jackbox game works, Gigs?
Yeah. So you know, some people might be familiar with the old You Don't Know Jack board games, I believe they were. They were kind of like trivia games, you know, before, in the olden days, back when people used to go to toy stores and stuff.
When people used to roll physical dice.
Yeah. People knew what a thimble was. That's long gone.
Oh, okay. The Monopoly reference. I was like, so obscure.
So Jackbox, like the company that makes it, they like did a hard pivot and they went into like digital games, and they released these things called Jackbox Party Packs. I think that's what they're called. And they usually contain about usually 4 or 5 different types of social games that people can actually play together using their phones as the controller. So like the game itself is played on a TV via whatever console, but everybody logs into the game's essentially like peer-to-peer server room with their phones online, just through a web app or even just through their browser. And then the games are usually pretty simple. They can be anywhere from trivia type games to more social games that are like, oh, you get to draw something and everybody gets to guess who drew the thing, or if the thing that you drew is close to the prompt on the screen, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And they've released, I think they're probably at like 7 or 8, which means that there's almost 40 different sort of social mini games that people can play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're super fun. Like those are one of the easiest games for everybody to get into because 1, everyone has a phone, and 2, they're usually very simple. So they're really fun for everybody, even if they're not gamer type people.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good call out because as opposed to 1-2 Switch, Jackbox or the Jackbox games as a whole, you don't have to be up and moving physical all the time, right? So like when you're doing the 1-2 Switch, some of those will require you to be standing up, moving around. So Jackbox games, if you don't have a ton of space, or if you just know that the crowd of people that you're with isn't going to be wanting to be, jumping around, moving around, kind of physically acting silly, this still lets you kind of participate in the silliness of it. But now it's, as Gigs mentioned, kind of trivia based, kind of just you do your stuff on the phone. You don't have to put yourself out there and embarrass yourself in front of a room full of people kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. Do you own any of the Jackbox games, Gigs?
Yeah, I own, I think, the first 4 Jackbox Party Packs on Steam.
Okay.
Amongst my friends and I, we kind of own all of them. We all kind of have a mishmash of, some of us have some of them, some of us have other ones. But like our wives and stuff love playing them too. Which is why they're usually a big hit. Because they support up to like, I think it's like 16 players at a time, or 8, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's really, really accessible when, everyone's got kids now, so we're not staying up too late. But before, we'd be like hanging out, trying to find something to do. And a lot of times it would either be watching a movie or playing a Jackbox game. And everybody just gets in on it. We play for a couple hours, something like that. And then we move on to something else. But it's just like a nice, easy, fun way to get like a room full of people to play something together for a bit and then move on with your night.
Jackbox parties. All right, Lex, what do you have on your mind for another good video game party game?
I have a couple, but I don't think we can get away without mentioning on the podcast Mario Party.
Yeah.
That's while it's like a smaller crowd you can play with, that one is a very fun one, provided you have the right group.
Yes.
Which one would you recommend for people
I'm a
to
big
play
fan
nowadays?
of Mario Party Superstars, just because it has a lot of the older games from the N64 era, the GameCube era, Wii era in it. So it's kind of like a shot back to nostalgia for all those mini games.
Yeah.
But the newest one, Super Mario Party Jamboree, they released some new content for the Nintendo Switch 2 version, and that one's a lot of fun because there's like camera play with it as well, where you have to get up. There's one game where you have to, like parents would hate this, you have to like shout as loud as possible.
What?
So when I played it, I pretended I was trying to go Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah.
I ripped my throat.
Sorry, what do you mean by cameras? What do you mean cameras? First of all, did you say
So
cameras?
you can connect like a USB camera to your Switch 2, and essentially what it does, it's like, you remember back in the day there was like the Xbox Connect and the PlayStation camera and stuff, and you had like those games where like they feature your body movements into it,
like the
It's the same
dancing
with-
games that the young ones like.
Yeah, sort of like
Oh.
that. Yeah. But then this one, for example, and it works the same with Mario Kart World as well, where if you use a camera connected to your Switch, your face is on the screen. So, for example, for like Super Mario Party Jamboree, when you have the camera connected, it shows like everyone who's playing and all your motions. And you have to, for example, like another game is you have to balance, I think, Goombas on top of your head. And you have to like literally move your body while the camera is kind of just watching you, so everyone can see it on the main screen and what you're trying to do on the screen itself.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So there's like cool content like that, but the mini games is still where it's at. Those are the tried and true. Make friends, make enemies. I don't admittedly do the board game too much when it's like one of the larger gatherings, because it takes a while, and sometimes it gets very heated,
Yes.
like very heated.
The free stars at the end. Oh my goodness.
The free stars, when you get to Boo and you pay the 40 coins to steal a star.
Stealing
and have the
stars.
other-
Yeah.
Ooh. Tension. But that's definitely one of the games that are good to get together with.
What would you say, Lex, is the type of people that you would think would be well suited for Mario Party?
The Triple XP arcade. It's for
Sponsor
people
us.
who don't take the
Sorry. I mean, wait, what? Sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction there.
Yeah, it's you have to take the games lightheartedly. You can't take anything too serious, because if you do, and that goes for any game in general, right? Board games, video games,
Yeah.
party games. If you take something too seriously, it immediately doesn't get fun. Like if someone gets like really
Like
upset.
Smash. Like I know it's like when you're playing Smash for fun with items, and then somebody comes along and is like, see me on Final Destination, bro, and you're like, okay, well, I don't want to play this.
Yeah,
anymore.
like the whole point is just to have fun with it. So if you're getting upset that like I'm going after you in the mini game, then it becomes not fun. But like I said, that's for any game in general.
I feel like you're the one that goes after people on purpose. Am I wrong
like
on this?
if people get upset for going after you. So if I'm going after you and you're like, I hate this game, this is the worst, I'm leaving this party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where it's not fun.
It's gotta be with people who aren't overly competitive to like a point.
That's the
where,
word, yeah, exactly.
Right. Everyone's gotta kind of go into with like a fun spirit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's
I'm not-
down a clown. Everybody's on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not playing against 3 Olympians who all are driving for gold.
Yeah.
That's right.
It just wouldn't be fun.
And what would you say, Lex, about mechanical difficulty? Good for everyone? Good for people who are more familiar with video games?
More familiar with games, I would say. There is like more accessibility for a lot of the easier games. Like there's some where you can turn on motion control games or motion control only games, which makes it more accessible to like the younger generation. But I think Mario Party Superstars is, I think, more catered towards like you have to have some gaming knowledge, so like I can't invite my mom and dad to play that one because a lot of it is like control stick and button. But then for Super Mario Party, it's sometimes often just a single Joy-Con. You have to do the motion kind of like a 1-2 switch, which makes it a lot easier in general there. But if you're doing the board game, that's where it gets a little complex, and you need some gaming knowledge.
Yeah.
The board games usually take a little while too, right? It's like a hour,
30-minute minimum.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, and that one cycles like it's a board game version style, so it cycles turns and turns and turns, so you don't necessarily want to boot Mario Party up if you have people that are half paying attention. You kind of have to be like committed to, okay, we're playing Mario Party, so we're playing Mario Party. We're not, doing other stuff and then jumping back in for your turn. That's not how Mario Party works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good one. Definitely Mario Party always on the top of a good party games list. Gigs, do you have another one on your side?
I think in general, kind of like in my experience, I think we're going down a lot of Nintendo games here, but they
have good party games.
Yeah, legitimately they do. They're one of the only publishers / developers / companies that makes like good party games still. But my friends and I, we all really like playing sports games, like the Mario sports games. Mario Tennis 64 is still one of the best sports games ever. Mario Tennis, Mario Strikers on the GameCube. My buddies and I still play that to this day. Like, they're all really fun, semi-competitive. If everybody's down to kind of like rib each other a little bit and play for fun, those games are really good because they're not technically too difficult. Yeah. And they are quick. I think that's one thing that I think is really good about Mario sports games is that they're not too, you're not, playing Madden where you're spending like 5 minutes every down trying to pick
picking plays.
Yeah. It's just like, it's like arcade style. So you pick up strikers, you pick your team and you just go, and it's really fun. You can tackle each other. Same with Mario Tennis. You got like, if you play doubles is super fun. 4 people get to play and just pick your favorite characters and just like rip A and B all day. Yeah. Like there's not too much else that you have to worry about. So I think if people are into like some sports types of titles and have a little bit of a competitive edge, nothing too crazy, right? Yeah. Again, these are Mario sports games. We're not talking like NASCAR and Madden and whatever else, right? So those ones are super fun.
That's the nice thing about the Mario sports games is they're mechanically easy. Like you're not like when you're playing NBA 2K25 and you're trying to play that party with someone and then you're like the controls. You're like, okay, I'm dribbling down the court. If you hold L2 and then you swing the right thumbstick from the right side 180 degrees to the left, then you press triangle and hold X and Y at the same time. And you're like, all I want to do is shoot the ball. Like, what is all of this?
That's like what Lex was saying, right? It's like the people that know what to do and then the rest of us. And when you play against the people that know what they're doing in those games, it's like, man, it sucks.
It's not
like,
fun.
Yeah, they do like deacon you and stuff, like playing cello, and dudes are like, one timing it easy and doing all the fancy stuff, and I'm like, man, whatever happened to A's shoot and B's pass? Like, I don't.
Yeah, but then you get to a Mario sports game, and you're like, okay, I'm going to run to the star, I'm going to press A, and now the tennis ball is going to turn into an ice ball that freezes and you're like, okay, I can get down with this. This feels a lot easier.
Yeah.
And then you play a ghost and you're like, what? Isn't the ball supposed to go through me? I don't understand.
Yeah. Have you guys tried the Mario Golf Super Rush game?
Yeah,
with multiple players. That
one. You're talking the one where it's the rush mode?
Yeah, where like everyone's hitting the ball at the same time and running to their ball. So you're trying to get the ball in the hole the fastest, and it's simultaneous. It's hilarious. So funny.
It's like, it reminds me of like people on a mini golf thing. After they're like the 7th hole, they're like, you know what? Let's just like have fun. And
I'll go, yeah.
As someone who golfs or tries to golf quite a bit, that mode is so stressful. It just, thinking about it, playing it, just stresses my entire body out. But it's really fun. I will give it that. Okay, my other one that I think is worth throwing out there, again, this is very everyone friendly. This one actually has I don't know if this is like not legit to say, but I'm thinking of the Just Dance games, and these are the motion games where you're dancing. And the reason why I said like I don't know if this is legit, I sometimes I'll just throw on the YouTube videos of the Just Dance track, because the original game itself requires you to have a camera. So this would have been for like the Xbox Kinect or the PlayStation. What was the PlayStation camera? PlayStation camera? PlayStation Eye?
Move? Was it?
I sounds right. Yeah, and Move, yeah.
No. Whatever the camera was for the PlayStation. If you had the Wii, or the Switch, you're instead of the camera, you're just holding the Joy-Con and it's tracking your movement with it. But if you throw on just the track on YouTube, everyone still gets to participate. You just put it on the TV, jump in and play, because that's why I said I wasn't sure, because like you can just throw it on YouTube, the tracks, and instead of having the camera capture you, everyone's just watching and dancing along. And I kind of consider this like a karaoke type of game.
Totally. It's dance karaoke.
It's dance karaoke, exactly. So you're just following along all the dance moves that it's telling you to do. And I find that this is a really fun game for people who, this might be a really small segment of people, but people who really like to dance but are embarrassed that they don't dance well. Because this just shows you the moves to do, so you don't have to worry about being self-conscious. Everyone's dancing the same way, so you can kind of just throw it on, have a little bit of fun. And if you're doing the YouTube shortcut instead of getting the actual game, it's free. Really, really easy to throw that on the TV and just have everyone dance along.
Honestly, it's so smart that you do that. Every time I'm like, man, that's so simple. And the kids love it. Our parents love it. Maybe it's like a family thing that like our family just really likes to dance and sing and stuff. So it kind of like feeds into it really well. But, man, such a simple thing that gets everyone up.
Yeah, really, really good if you have little ones, like kids who are really into Just Dance, because if you throw it on YouTube, they're not going to know the difference. We've played it for all kinds of kids at our family gatherings, and no one ever seemed to know that it wasn't on a system, that it was just YouTube, right? So good, cheap pick there. Lex, I know you said you had a couple on your list. So do you want to throw out a couple more here for us before we switch over to non-video game party games?
Yeah, like I can toss two out super quick here. The first one I won't get into too much because it's more core gamers. But Puyo Puyo Tetris. You need to know what you're doing for both games, but the fun part about that is I'm not good at Tetris, but I'm good at Puyo Puyo. And it's the direct inverse for when I played with my group of friends. They're crazy good at Tetris, but they don't know how Puyo Puyo works.
Yeah, one of your wedding dudes is amazing at Tetris, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, his fastest time to clear 40 lines is like 18 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
It takes me 18 seconds to get my first line.
Yeah.
18 seconds is hard. I remember I went down a little rabbit hole where I was trying to do the 40-line rush, and I think I could do my absolute fastest time was something, I think near 50 seconds or something like that. But 18 seconds, because I think I saw a video, or you showed me a video of it too, and that like legit is crazy to watch, the speed at which you have to do that. Yeah,
which is nuts, but it's fun because for Puyo Puyo, I'm just like dropping little balls for them to all match color. They all have cute little faces on them. It's like playing like a little fun game on my own while there's like aggressiveness and chaosness on the Tetris side.
I'm surprised. I don't know if we've played that together, the three of us.
We haven't.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I really like that game. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I'd be down for that as well.
Puyo Puyo is Kirby's Avalanche, right?
Yes.
I believe.
I don't know. I haven't played Kirby's Avalanche.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It like so Kirby's Avalanche is, I guess, it's Puyo Puyo in that respect. So it's like the same idea, the same little goofy faces and all that. But like back in the SNES days, they called it Kirby's Avalanche.
Yep. Kirby themed.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the games. Another game I won't get too much into. I'd love to see personally. I'd love to watch more. So is Overcooked.
Oh, right.
I wrote that down too.
Okay.
I will just have to say I have a very terrible relationship with Overcooked, and I feel like that is not a party game.
I think that's why I want to watch people play it.
That is a game where enemies are made and lifelong hatred and resentment builds between people.
Gigs, give us some context. What happened in your life with Overcooked?
My wife and her friends are very mean. That's all you have to know.
Wait, to each other, and then you don't like it when they play, or to you?
To me.
Are they calling you like an idiot sandwich? Like Ramsey
Yes,
style?
but worse.
I mean,
They're using like profanities.
I'm just saying, I don't want to cause any rifts here, Gigs, but I'm just saying, if you're saying your wife and her friends are all mean to you, maybe you just need to cook better.
I had literally like they're on like the final level and I come over for dinner. I've never played Overcooked more than like 2 minutes in my life. And they're like, we need you for this last stage. I'm like, okay, what are the controls? And then immediately just
Get the bread. No, bring it to the cutting
vitriol
board.
and hatred. Just, oh yeah, that's too much. Overcooked. Do not recommend.
I want to watch you play it with your wife now. That's what I want to watch.
You know, you need to watch it with my wife and her friends because they're unhinged when it comes to Overcooked. Unhinged.
Okay, so what type of people, Gigs, would you say would be well suited for Overcooked?
Nice people.
Are you not calling your wife nice?
Not when she plays Overcooked, no.
Ooh, okay.
Man.
If Gigs isn't in the next episode, we know what happened.
There's 3 suspects that everybody should know. Just make sure you go to approach them 3 first if I'm not on the next episode.
Oh, your wife is going to hit you with her bottom hands.
Just gonna hear a slap in the back of this episode somewhere.
Drew, have you played it?
We've played Overcooked together quite a bit, and I find that Overcooked is also a very fun game to watch people play for the exact same reason that Gigs was saying.
Yeah, it is really funny to watch other people play.
Yeah, if you're not the one getting piled on in the group,
Yes.
it's fun to watch. If you are, you get unfortunately scarred for life, like Gigs has been.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the scenario of you guys playing it, are you guys vocal when you're playing the game, or are you quiet when you're playing the game?
I'm
Like, are you
vocal.
actively telling what you need, or are you just listening to orders, or doing your own thing?
For me, I'm listening. I usually try and fill in the gaps. Drew, what about you?
For me, I play it by ear. I find that I tend to be vocal if no one is saying anything and no one knows what they're doing. So helping people call things out. But if someone else is already doing that, then I'll take the back seat and then I'll listen to what's needed, kind of thing. Because that's the challenge with Overcooked is if you have all 4 people that are all talking at the same time, it's impossible. And then if you have all 4 people who are all quiet and waiting for orders or doing their own thing, also impossible.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Lex?
I am extremely vocal. I will I will pretend I'm on the front lines and calling out the orders. I got 3 burgers. I got 1 fry. I got 1 burger, no lettuce. I got 1 burger with cheese only. I got a pizza. I got
To
a
be
pizza
fair,
sauce.
out of everyone, you have the most experience in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, but it does
Wow.
not translate into the game because I often, like my wife and I used to play with our coworkers and her husband. So my coworker and I are the most vocal, while her husband and my wife were extremely quiet. So it's mostly the two of us like, what are you doing? What are you doing here? And they're doing exactly what needs to be done while the two of us are like butting heads. Like, where was the lettuce? Who cut the lettuce? I'm like, I don't know. I thought you were cutting the lettuce. Where's the backpack? All that stuff there. And I'm also like the other thing, my wife is a completionist. So needs to get the 3 stars.
Yeah,
Eventually,
the 3 stars.
there has to be the 4 stars. I'm
I was
good
gonna
with
say it's
a
4,
pass. Yeah. I'm good getting the 1 star. Stuff is on fire at the end. I'm like, we're good. We passed the stage. But my wife is like, no. Are you an idiot sandwich?
You know, I wonder, like, our one cousin, I should have said our one cousin is an actual chef. I wonder if he's ever played it and what he thinks about it. I should ask him sometime.
Yeah.
He's like, that's like a real kitchen. I'd be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you just hop in between lava stones and avoiding
Throw
when
bread on the
you're
floor.
hopping in between trucks on the highway and stuff as you're trying to cook a steak. All right, Gigs. Any other video games, party games that you want to call out?
Yeah, I got to. This is one that kind of reared its head recently, and everything I remember about it was true, and it's still an amazing party experience, and that is Rock Band.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness!
Yeah, so my buddy, he bought a whole set of Rock Band stuff for his brother's bachelor party, I believe, or his wedding. I can't remember, but he's kept it. And we all kind of my buddies and I got together recently for a baby celebration for one of my friends. And we played Rock Band for a weekend. And it's so fun, man. Everybody, like, we have like one musician in our whole group of friends. And the rest of us don't know what we're doing. But it's still extremely fun to play, man. Because you don't have to, other than the drums, you don't really have to know how to play any of the instruments, right?
Yeah, and the nice thing about Rock Band too is that each person can set their own difficulty. So it's not everyone is on medium or hard. If someone wants to be on the guitar and play easy, and then someone is on the drums and they want to play expert, you can still play the song together and have your different levels of difficulty. Gigs, I might be misremembering this fact. Correct me if I'm wrong. True or false? You learned how to play the actual drums by playing the Rock Band drums.
This is true. Yeah. Trivia. That's absolutely true. Yeah, I bought the first Rock Band on, I think it was the Xbox 360. And yeah, I played it to death. Mostly just the drums because I found it really fun. And I knew how to play guitar at the time already, or kind of know how to play guitar at the time. So I wasn't really interested in that, but drums were new to me. And yeah, I learned some really basic drumming rhythm, and it kind of it translates to real drums because it's just, there's nothing about it that's that different.
Yeah.
Sure, there's like real drummers know like time signatures and lots of other things, but if you're just learning to like do separate things with different body parts, it's a great way to do it. Yeah. And one of the best memories I have from having that Rock Band was that my mom played it. She loved it. She would ask me to set it up because my mom loves karaoke and she loves to sing. She's a very musical person. And when I had Rock Band, she would actually ask me to set it up for her when I went to like go to uni or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
And she would play it by herself, and she loved it. She absolutely loved it.
Nice.
Would you just do the singing part?
Sometimes she would do the singing part, but normally when she sings, she just puts on like a YouTube video or something like that, or like a karaoke machine. But for the drums, like they're all rock songs, so I don't think she was super familiar with all of them. But like the older ones, like if it was like The Police or something, she would play it, on, I think it was easy, but honestly, it was just awesome to see Mom just like rip on the drum. It's so good.
That's awesome. And first of all, so cool that that the drums skill carried over into real life. Because, yeah, I mean, I've seen you play the drum, like actual drum kit, and like it sounds like you know how to play the drums. Obviously, you are, but it's funny that it stemmed from Rock Band. But I think that came at it's like kind of a double-edged sword, gigs, because I know anytime we play Rock Band, we boot you over to the drums because none of us can do it.
That's true, but you know what? I think that's one of the problems with Rock Band is that the drums are really fun if you know how to, like, if they're close to the actual drums in the song. It's very fun and very rewarding to do it, but like the easier modes kind of actually throw you off and it's really jarring. Yeah, so that's like one of the ones that it's a little weird. So it's actually like it's way more accurate the harder it is difficulty wise. Yeah,
I think we should, if we can get our hands on that this holiday season, I think we should try it with the wives.
Oh yeah, they would love it. They would love it.
I said at the top of the episode, we're going to help our listeners make a list, and I think I'm putting a list together for us also for when we get together this Christmas. Cool. Okay, Lex, did you have any other ones that you want to quickly throw
out? One quick throw out: Nintendo Switch Sports, just for bowling. Maybe that's a go-to one. But a good segue from video games to board games is the one you had introduced to us, Drew, which was Don't Talk, or Talk and Nobody Explodes, or something like that. Like
the bomb one,
game.
Right? Yeah.
Everybody, something I can't remember the board game name.
Is it Don't Talk and Nobody Explodes? Is that?
Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Keep talking. Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah.
So Lex, why don't you explain for our listeners how the game works?
So one player is trying to defuse a bomb and then has a bunch of different puzzles or I guess they're puzzles on the bomb itself. So like there is one with random symbols, there's one with a bunch of wires, there's like maybe a button, or there's one with a bunch of numbers or a countdown or something like that. And everyone else has manuals they have to flip through while the player with the bomb is trying to explain what they gotta look for. And the manual has a bunch of different types of options for it. So like while there are like 4 symbols on the bomb itself, for example, the manual might have like 20 different scenarios with 4 symbols. So you have to be specific of like, there's one symbol that looks like a snake eating an apple. And then you're like, what the hell does that mean?
And just to clarify for the listeners, they're physical manuals. Like I had printed out like 6 duotangs of like 60-page
Whoa,
manuals.
Did you just say duotang? Oh, my goodness.
But
Pilroy,
it wasn't
baby.
just a board game, right? Or a video game. I think there's also a board game version as well with like a physical bomb.
Oh,
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that before. Or maybe it was adjacent to the game. Like maybe it was made under a different name or something. But I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah. But yeah, the goal of the game is for everyone with the manuals to kind of like work together and try and figure out what to tell the diffuser what to do, because there's maybe like you can go up to like 6 or 8 different types of puzzles on the bomb itself. So for example, like the diffuser has to say like, these are my 8 things, and then everyone has to like look through the manuals to figure out which one they want to work on and how they're going to work. And then you have to take turns talking to the diffuser, like, okay, we're going to do the first one of the numbers and the symbols. What do you see there and everything like that? So it goes piece by piece, and it's like time based, right? So you have like 5 minutes to solve all of your things on the bomb.
Yeah, really fun because everyone gets a chance in the hot seat. And from our Remember Arcades episode, you actually remember from our highlight, Gigs was talking about you don't know stress until you're trying to get change for $1 at the arcade. This kind of jumps it up a notch. You don't know stress when you have 2 minutes to defuse a bomb and you have 8 people trying to shout instructions at you from duotangs, and you're like, I don't know what to do.
Oh man.
Yeah, keep talking and nobody explodes. That's a good one. Pretty cheap too. If you get that on Steam,
$10 or something, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I think the most expensive part is printing out the duotang manuals.
Yes.
I know some people do that online. They just pull up the manual on the online version, but I find that it just adds that extra little bit of flavor when you have a physical manual in front of you and you hear the time starts and then you hear pages like everyone's scrambling to find what they're trying to help you with.
Totally, yeah. Plus, it's nice when it's printed. People can be like sitting at a table away from the other person instead of everybody trying to jam into like a screen trying to find the instructions. So totally hard copies.
All right, Gigs, how about you? Any non-video game party games you want to call out?
Non-video game party games. Yeah, I think this kind of goes into my last one, Rock Band. But in general, something that I think is a lot of fun, kind of in most settings with everybody, is things like Name That Tune. Like those very simple trivia type things that everybody can kind of get into. I think those are always really fun, at least for a little while. And gets everyone's memories jogging about like good old classic, stuff that we don't hear as much nowadays unless you're intentionally looking for it. So like in 90s or 2000s or in 80s, Name That Tune type of thing. Super fun. Yeah.
And for the listeners, we don't necessarily need to have a Name That Tune box set or a Name That Tune game or anything. We did this kind of low tech back in the day. I believe this was a New Year's Eve get together that we all had. And I believe it was my brother that was manning the computer at the time. And he was basically just playing clips from our music library on Winamp. Is that what it was? Winamp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he would grab a song and he would just start it, and there was, a group 10, 12 of us cousins all around the table, and you're just listening, and it's kind of like the first person who can name that tune the quickest gets the point or whatever. So really, really easy, especially in today where everyone has like Spotify playlists. I mean, it's like so easy to just pull up a playlist and just say, okay, I'm going to play 3 seconds. Whoever names it gets a point.
Yeah, smash that 90s R&B playlist on shuffle and just see who remembers Monica or like, I don't know. I was going to say Bobby Brown, but I can't, for some reason.
Monica?
Yeah.
that was your name.
Wasn't it Monica and Brandy that has that boy is mine, right? Like that song?
Yeah.
That's the song that was in my head.
She's not even like a
yeah, not even like a good
obscure pick for your 90s playlist.
Not Boys to Men, nothing like that. We went with Monica.
Yeah, none of the iconic 90s hip-hop groups, people. We went with Monica, folks. Yeah. Sponsor us, Monica.
Expecting me to say like TLC or something like that. I ruined y'all's day. My bad.
I guess we can't. Hey, Monica, if you're listening, let us know and we'll sponsor you.
Oh, man.
Watch, she's like a trillionaire. I just haven't heard.
Oh, absolutely way more prosperous than us. Yeah, for sure.
Sponsor us, Monica, please.
Please.
We'll have you on our next episode. We can talk about songs with Brandy can be our topic.
One song.
It'll be a 3-minute episode. We'll get the most listens on it, though.
Oh, God.
We're just going to play the song, and that's the episode.
It's no commentary. Just the song. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I'm writing that one down. All right, there's a few more board games I think that we typically have on rotation. These ones, of course, will cost a little bit of money if you don't already have the board game in your library. The one that we like to play a lot of the time when we get together is a game called Anomia, Anomia. Really, really fun party game. I think this goes up to however many people. Like you can get 12 plus people for sure. And the game concept is simple. There are cards with symbols on them. So maybe there's a plus sign, maybe there's a circle. different visual symbols, and they have a category on them as well. So you might have a category of books or movies, or I guess they should be more specific, right? Like,
yeah, sometimes they're like basketball teams, or like
Basketball teams.
It's like a very specific thing.
yeah, 90s songs featuring Brandy and Monica. Very specific thing. And so everyone goes around a circle, and then they flips a card face up. And if you have two matching symbols that show up on the table, we call that, they're now, quote, battling. So each person has to name something from the other person's card category. So if Gigs flipped up something and it was like, colors, let's say. It's just really, really easy, colors.
Yeah, colors.
And then I'm like, oh, I have the same symbol. So now I just have to yell out a color before Gigs can name something from my card.
Yeah.
If you win, you get the card. Trees, yeah.
Yeah.
If you win, you get the card, and then it's just the person who collects the most cards after the game. It gets really chaotic because everyone is trying to think really quick on their feet. Everyone is yelling things at each other in a fun way. In my opinion, with these physical board games, I tend, for me, my own personal tastes, I find that the more chaotic they are, the more fun it is to be with a bunch of people, right? For me, it's less fun having a structured game like Monopoly, for example. No one wants to sit down in a family get-together or a big gathering where there's like 30 people. No one wants to sit down and play Monopoly with 4 people. I think that kills the vibe of the party, to be honest with you.
Definitely.
So if you want something,
do it.
It's true. It teaches us good life lessons. That's for sure. Taxes.
You know how you have you're scarred for life from Overcooked, Gigs? I cannot ever play Monopoly again. We've played once with a person who was really intense, and they were really competitive. And we were playing Monopoly. This person was well behind in last place, and just for fun, the person in first place kind of like piled on. Maybe went a little bit overboard on the celebration. I think they literally did a victory lap around the table, stood up, run around the table cheering, and this other person, when you flip the table over or the Game Boy, or you see that in TVs and movies and stuff. We saw that in real life. We saw a genuine board game flip. And this
hotels and houses everywhere.
Yeah. And this person was red in the face, over playing Monopoly. And it was so uncomfortable. It was unbearably uncomfortable. And from that moment forward, Drew vowed to never play Monopoly ever again. This is not a party game. This is not a game you play for fun. This is serious business Monopoly. So Drew doesn't play Monopoly.
Monopoly is like the game you play when you're in somebody else's cabin, and that's the only thing to do because there's no TV or internet.
Exactly.
And no one has a deck of cards.
All right. Anomia. Okay. Lex, what about you?
I like the trivia games. I'm not good at trivia, but I like those games. And one of the examples is Geek Out.
Yeah.
I think that's fitting for our podcast as well. And for those of you who are not familiar with Geek Out, essentially there's a set of cards and a set of different categories on these cards. And the goal of the game is to name, to be more geeky than the rest, basically. Mm-hmm. So for example, like if the categories for regular Geek Out, because there's a couple different versions, but for regular Geek Out, it's categories of games, comic books, sci-fi, fantasy, and miscellaneous, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe that's all the categories, yeah. And basically you roll a dice, whatever color shows up is the category that you have to go for. So if I roll the dice and it's red and it's games, the card will... You choose the category on the card, which is name 5 games that have swords in it. And you go around the table and see if other people can out geek you. So if we go to gigs, he can you name 6 games? And he says, I can name 10. Then we go to Drew, and Drew can say, I can name 15.
15.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. And then it comes back to me, and I can name 914.
I'm out.
Exactly. And then if they're both out and you've committed to the 914, I have to name 914 games with swords in it. And if I don't, you get a negative point. If you do it, you get the point. So I think it's just a fun one because there's so many options, but when you get to it, you actually blank out. It's like kind of like deer in the headlights. Like I can name all of them, and then you get to, you're like, Punch Out.
It's like it's the overwhelm of being on the spot. It just like shuts your brain off.
Yeah. But it's fun because you also get into conversations after the round because you're like, that was not a game that had a sword in it. Punch Out does not have a single sword in it.
But it has an S word, Soda Popinski.
That's right.
S word, sword.
Sword
Popinski. This Geek Out is a really good game. It says it right in the title of the game. If you're getting together with a bunch of nerds or geeks, I guess specifically for Geek Out, but these people that have, like, if you have a group of friends that has encyclopedic knowledge about Lord of the Rings and things like that, Geek Out is the kind of game that you want to play with this group of people. And the fun thing is that you get to see just what flavor of geek your friends are, because you'll see some people be able to rattle off, 20, 30 sci-fi films or sci-fi books. And you're like, whoa, okay, I didn't know this person was such a space geek. And then the other person will be able to name 50 different medieval swords. And you're like, whoa, medieval history geek over here. And it's just fun seeing what everyone focuses or specializes on. So really, really fun game to share some geekiness with a group of your friends, for sure.
Totally.
Definitely.
This is a bunch of different versions, right? Which one did we play recently?
Well, so Geek Out.
Was it Video Game Geek Out?
Yeah. Video Game Geek Out was really fun for us. Lots of specific video game ones. I had one that we tried to make it more broad because admittedly our wives are maybe less. See, okay, well, this might be another detour. I have objection with the terms of geek, nerd, and dork. I think there's a specific thing for like that categorizes you into one of those. And I think the three of us are nerds. I don't think we're geeks. But anyways, I digress. I had one that was more broad to have our wives be able to participate because the regular Geek Out was pretty specific for us. And I had Pop Culture Geek Out. And this was more wider, movies, pop culture, music, things like that you would kind of expect everyone to know a little bit about. So yeah, different versions of it. And so you just got to pick which one appeals to your group the most. And get in there and find out who's the geekiest. Lex, any other ones that you want to shout out?
I really like the one you introduced to us as well, the Blockbuster game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it just called the Blockbuster game?
I think so. Okay. Actually, I believe Gigs actually got me that game for Christmas one year. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and so we played that all together for the first time, and that was really fun. Do you want to explain how that one works, Lex?
I can't remember exactly how it works, but essentially it's another trivia one where you have to name, or there's different categories, kind of like Cranium.
Yeah, it's the genres of movies, I think.
Yeah,
right?
there's
it's like
of movies,
6,
and then you get yeah, go for it, Kicks.
Yeah, no, I think it was like there's like the 6 genres, right?
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to interject with.
Yeah, and you're just collecting clues for the genres of movies. First person to get all the genres wins, or a clue from each genre wins. Blockbuster trivia is, as you might expect, full movie trivia.
Which you guys are really good at.
Well, I mean, if I haven't mentioned it before, I did used to work at a Blockbuster. I'm that old. I
Gasp.
worked at a Blockbuster old. I worked at a Blockbuster in university old. Is so, yeah, that's the thing that I did. But the game is like so nostalgic. It even has the little Blockbuster.
The sign.
Oh, the
Yeah,
parking
the
lot
sign.
sign.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's a really good one too. Like, if this one, who would you say is best suited for the Blockbuster game?
Movie buffs, for sure.
Movie buffs.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you know, every gathering has someone, at least one person, if not a handful, that are going to be movie buffs.
Yes.
Again, maybe specifically for a genre, but everyone watches movies. Maybe it's just the crowds that that were around, but I have not yet met a person who was like, yeah, movies are all right. I don't really watch movies.
Ew, movies.
Yeah, I don't know anyone like that. So Blockbuster is a really good one, and I think it's pretty reasonably priced too. This isn't like a $90 board game, so definitely easy to just pick up on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can find it, but at any game store, you probably just pick it up for not too crazy of an investment, and I think it's set for a few hours of fun. Any last other ones, Lex, that you want to shout out there?
Oh, Codenames. I think that's the fun one. It's a lot more quiet, but I still think that's a pretty fun one overall.
Yep, Codenames is good. I would say my recommendation for Codenames is if you're with people who are not as into the chaos and the noise. So, there are some family gatherings where it's like a little bit more chill. The energy is like a little bit more settled. So you don't necessarily want to put on a game where people are yelling and screaming and jumping around. So Codenames is really good. Still gives everyone an opportunity to have fun, to laugh, but it kind of really brings down the volume level of the game entirely. So everyone can be a little bit more comfortable. You can still have other people in the room having conversations. So you're not interrupting the entire party for the game. So it's like a really good one just to kind of play on the side with a few people if you don't want to interrupt everything else going on.
Yeah, there's that one, and then it's an oldie but goodie. I like Cranium. I'm not good at it because there's a lot of hard trivia, but I like the options you can do. Like you can do music, you can do drawing, you can do sculpting. So there's a lot of stuff in that game itself, which is I like the variety of that game.
Yeah.
Did you have that like special deluxe edition? It was like in a metal case or something. Was that you who had that?
I don't think that was me.
I have that, but I don't know if that's the one that we've played. I think someone else has also had that too. Any more, Lex? I'm trying to think if I have any other last ones.
Not at the top of my head right now. There's like a bunch that you've introduced, and all the ones you introduce are good. Drew's picks, like movies. You got good board game picks.
It is hard. It is hard to verify a good board game pick because I have to vet, review it, and play it by myself first to see if it's fun with a group of people. So trying to predict if other people would like this when I'm like, this game kind of is not really fun solo. And then I look at the box and it's like, you need a minimum of 8 players. And I'm like, yeah, all right.
Sad.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have one real simple, quick one that everyone's played that I had not really ever played until somewhat recently with Lex.
Yeah.
That was Uno.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I had never really played it. And it was like a year or two ago that Lex and I played it. And Uno's fun, man. Like, it's simple, but man, that's fun.
I had the variants, though. So we had Mario Kart Uno, we had Zelda Uno, and then we had the No Mercy Uno, which is aggressive.
Oh, right. Yeah, that one was ridiculous, but a lot of fun.
Nice, quick and pick up and play one, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've played Uno before. I must have at some point.
We'll play it this season. It gets aggressive.
That sounded like a threat almost. Like, oh, we'll play it this season.
It's a perfect game for someone like Lex who likes to troll people.
Joker style.
Exactly.
Joker style. Just, I think I misquoted that line in a previous episode. It was Alfred that just said, "Some people just want to see the world burn."
Yeah, that was Alfred.
Some people just want to see the world burn. No, that's. I'll work on that one.
It was not bad.
That was not bad. Yeah.
That's got some work to do. I'll refine that, and maybe that'll be one of my 2026 resolutions.
Nice.
Work on my Michael Caine as Alfred specifically.
Impersonations. Yeah, love it.
And I'll expect an equivalent level of difficulty impersonation from both of you in 2026 as well.
Okay. Got it. I already got one. That's all right.
Nice.
Oof.
All right, folks. That's a wrap for us this week on the Triple XP Arcade. We always love hanging out with you in the party, so please leave a comment below and let us know if there's another party game, video game, or otherwise that you would suggest for people to put together for their family gatherings this holiday season. And as always, be sure to follow us on socials so you don't miss a drop with new episode releases every single Friday. As I mentioned at the top of the episode, we're doing our Holiday Hangout series this month. So today, of course, we started with party games. Next week, we're going to be talking about Christmas movies. Basically, Christmas movies that are on regular rotation, holiday movies that are just really good to watch every year, and what constitutes as a holiday movie. In the third week of December, we're going to have a super special episode for everyone this year. We're going to be inviting the Triple XP Arcade wives to join in a podcast, and we're going to chat to them a little bit about maybe not their specialty, but I think a game that they are all more well equipped with than the three of us, and these are what we call cozy games. And lastly, we're going to finish our December Holiday Hangout series with a 2025 recap on Boxing Day at the end of the month. So we'll just kind of go over all of the top standout memories for us, of course, creating the Triple XP Arcade podcast being one of the big ones for us. So we'll wrap up the year with a nice year in review for ourselves. Until then, game on, stay nerdy, and remember, you always level up faster at the Triple XP Arcade.